Hello, my name is Paul Fegan, sound engineer and producer at bitsixteen Studios in Dublin. Over the years, I've had the absolute pleasure of recording the writing legend that is Roddy Doyle. Each time he chose to voice his own audiobooks, and it was great to hear his performances of what he'd written. Given Roddy's stature in the field of writing, I was a little nervous to meet him at first, but I soon found him to be very friendly, down to earth, and often self-effacing. Nothing demonstrates this more than this compilation of outtakes from one of the 5 audiobooks we've recorded so far. This is Roddy Doyle reading his 2019 book, Charlie Savage. I hope you enjoy it.
Charlie Savage. It's going to be a long day. Charlie Savage. Yeah, the teeth are coming. Yeah. He forgot the medication. Yeah. Anyway, she says, my wife, that he misses her. Yeah. Anyway, she says, my Ganda other SpongeBob. Is that okay? Ganda order Sponge. Because it would probably be. It would because it probably would be. Because it would probably. Jesus fucking Christ. To find out what colour your eyes. To find out what colour your eyes are, like she says. To find out what colour your eyes. Yeah. She gets me to put on a pair of trousers, and I don't think they're trousers at all. She gets me to put on a pair of trousers, and I don't think they're trousers at all. I'm thinking of digging a tunnel when she... I only put the foot down when she thinks she's deciding which pub we'll go... A what? A what? Which is better? A what? A what? What sort of a rap do you... Would I at least be able to watch Soccer Saturday while they're doing the Indian thing? No walkies today, lads, I tell them. Daddy's having a coconut rub. Yeah, exactly, yeah. I'm worried now that he sneaked diced carrots. There's a few more, she says. Sweet. Ah, bless. You've done worse, Bren. How come I can remember the name of Lady Di's favourite band, but I can't remember which of my grandchildren... The daughter walks in just when I say that. Yeah, I say, they play for West Ham. You can't say that. Actually, I was 16 years, 4 months and 7 days old when she... Actually, I was 16 years, 4 months and 7 days old when she let me put my hand on one of the... I'll never get to the end of this one. I'm going to have a nosebleed. Actually, I was 16 years, 4 months and 7 days old when she let me put one... Actually, I was 16 years, 4 months and 7 days old when she let me put my hand on... Ah, fuck it. It's weird, isn't it? And it's all monosyllables. Actually, the kettle seems to have... Can we give him a proper Christian burial, Da? He said. Can we give him a proper Christian burial, Da? He said. I've a shoebox upstairs waiting for him, I told him. Blessed by... And 2 lads with guitars who call themselves 50... And two lads with guitars who call themselves 50 Shades of Bald. So stupid. My dad's favourite was you comb your hair with a towel. Terry put on what he called his football glasses and he sat back and leaned forward. Oh yeah. Sat back and leaned forward. It's no wonder he's in the hospital. He broke his fucking back. That's the future of football, Terry. That's the future. There's the fucking stomach again. There's me fucking stomach. Power food me whole. Power food me whole. Power food, me hole. I'm not a fucking fish. I'm not a fucking fish, I tell her. It's not helping. I'm not a fucking fish, I'm not a fucking fish, I'd tell her, if there wasn't a sardine trying to fight its way back up my throat. Throat is awful fucking problem. Blow it out your arse, love, she says to the... Blow it out your arse, love. Jesus, there's my fucking stomach gone. The traditional Irish snack, by the way, going right back to the days when Oliver Cromwell... The traditional Irish snack... Anyway, it's a kid and grand-free... It's... Anyway, it's a kid and grandkid free... Oh, Jesus. Anyway, it's a kid and grand-free kid zone for the evening. Ah, bollocks. Anyway, it's a kid and God. Anyway, it's a cunt-free zone for the... That one's going. Yeah. So anyway, it's a kid and Anyway, it's a kid and grandkid free zone for the Christmas. I nearly put it. That's your fault there. Anyway, it's a kid but Paddy can express things with his eyebrows that would make the rest of... Anyway, we're sitting around the table when the youngest sister... Oh, bollocks. Anyway, we're sitting around the table when the youngest sister's... Either you're getting your teeth done, because they're... Either you're getting your... I think I'll sing this, will I? That's what Frank Sinatra should have sung. That's what Frank Sinatra should have sung. That's what... I shouldn't have... That's what Frank Sinatra should have sung. Yeah. She worked in the Mint after school, and her name was Eileen Pigeon. Too late, I say. I'm meeting her on Friday. If I'm being honest, my hand might have gone under my own jumper. I don't think I'm living in Back to the Future, or I don't living. We're here, says the happy. We're here, says the secret woman. I've no idea where that line came from. Yeah, Charlie. She's still looking at the secret woman, and she's wondering if he's... They let him out for the day, I tell her. People don't get that anymore, I think. They let him out. They're all out for the day. I'm glad I remembered to wear my Jamie Redknapp shirt. I'm glad I remember... He died, she says. Oh. He died. She asks for tea, and myself and the secret woman... She asks for tea, and myself and the secret woman opt for... Bollocks. She asks for tea, and myself and the secret woman oft. She asks for tea, and She asks... You're getting a lot of fucking tea. She asks for tea, and myself and the secret woman opt for coffee and a couple of big scum. She asks for tea. I'll take a breath. Are you supposed to eat it or climb it? I go to the jacks, wash the hands, check the shirt and eyebrows, make sure I shaved SpongeBob. He wasn't, and even if he was, there was always John Motson to tell him what was happening. The legs go from under me and I have to sit down. Ah, bollocks. Fucking merino. That sounds like merino a bit, I'll just make a bit more of it. She kept telling me to pause and go back, so she tapped. I might as well have told her, my life is falling apart at the seams, or where there used to be seams. I might as well have told her, my life is falling apart at the seams, or where there used to be seams. I should have... About 3 years ago, a young lad behind the counter raised his eyes to heaven when I asked him for a plain black cup. Anyway, when I see them looking at me and at each other, Anyway, when I see them looking at me and back at each other, oh, fuck. Talk to Joe. I will in me hole. Talk to Joe. I will in me hole. It was empty. The rabbits had gone to heaven years before. All right. It was empty. The rabbit had gone to heaven years before. Oh, fuck you. Before I'd even put that in my stomach. I only had my breakfast. It's probably it's porridge and... Oh, yeah, gagging for it. Yeah. Or a sheep's head in butcher's paper, she said. No, I'll change that again. A few weeks back, I thought I was smiling at the young one behind the counter. A few weeks back, I thought I was smiling at the young one behind the counter at... bollocks. Change it to a Costa, it would be much easier. A few weeks back, a sigh of genuine satisfaction, because I'm not sniffing. I could see your ice and lemon. I could see your ice and lemon poking over this until she ran off with the man who delivered the Rinso. Spotless. Do you remember Rinso? Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'll go from until again. Until she ran off with the man who delivered the Rinso. Spotless Tommy, my dad called him. She'll put spot... His brown coat was something a potato would wear on... But it's hard to imagine anyone actually owning a spar, isn't... But it's hard... Fucking stomach. But it's hard to imagine anyone own... But it's hard to imagine anyone actually owning a spar, isn't it? I say to the wife. I'm miserable most of the time. It seems to be my natural state. But there's a big difference between There's a big difference between... Too many B's. But there's a big difference between... big difference. Yeah. But I'm betting I've been happier because I've been sharing. And taking that into consideration, she's up on the stool like Nadia Comaneci on the I was going to say the parallel bars, but it's not. They were earlier, yesterday. If I had a card and a marker, I'd give her a 9.7. And strawberries. And strawberries. And strawberries. And strawberries. Massive, he says. I love a good strawberry. Now he's writing poetry about soft fruit. I'm going to read that one again. I think that's why she couldn't wait till Thursday. I'll read that again. Is and strawberries all right, yeah? And she's fine with it. Yeah, he says. I think that's why she couldn't wait till Thursday. I'll read that again. We've got through all of Game of Thrones, and I've started... Oh, fuck that, listen. I'll phone you back when the nuns have passed. She throws the phone on the couch. I'll need me banana now after this. Yes, I can't get out. Maybe it's age, I don't know. I know a chap who comes into the jacks humming the theme music from the Dam Busters, getting louder as he gets nearer. I know a chap who comes into the jacks humming the theme music from the Dam Busters. I know a chap who comes into the jacks humming... I step away from the car and continue on my way. Fucking stomach is going again. She has that look on her eye. She has that look in her eye. She's going to make me try on a metrosexual pair of No, says Martin, but I love imagining she has. Because there isn't another rocket or bat. Yeah. It's Eileen. Sorry? Eileen, she said. Pigeon. I'm using Martin's phone. She doesn't talk like that. I believed her. I believed her. I also wanted to climb into the change of machinery. What the fuck? A strange form of dyslexia where I mix up the domestic machinery. Yeah. I also wanted to climb into the dish. What did the fucking dishwasher come from? I know. We have history. I wasn't that pushed about history. She puts her hand on my arm. I love him so much, Charlie. Jesus. I want to get this one. I want to get this one right. Jesus. Well, that too. In order of importance, I define myself as a father, a Man United supporter, a Super Value loyalty card holder, and a husband. I'm going to do that again so I don't... The husband, I love that bit. It was the first time I'd cried at vomit that wasn't my own. I'd apologise to Tweety. Sorry, Tard. I'll go through the fuck off Shirley again. Fuck off, Shirley, he said back, and I'm betting he could remember. Yep. Fuck off, Shirley, he said back, but I'm betting he could remember. And my mother didn't talk to me for 7 years. And my mother didn't talk to me for... She wants him ready for the X Factor, but I want him ready for middle age. But first we need to get you a drinking jumper. He loves that. And thinking trousers. And thinking trousers. Now, a few pints with Mother Teresa. The crack. I read somewhere that she was a Manchester City supporter. New year, new man, Dad, says the daughter. You should start giving yourself... I love this done wells. Yeah. How many was that, love? 1,360. I'll have to do that again. 1,360. 1,366. I'll be here all fucking...